All right. Going live here from the Sand Sprit in Stewart. So this Florida Mini Loop 2025 is complete. I am where I wanted to be. Got here a little early. I say a little early. I've been saying all week I wanted to get here today so that I can go out and troll the reef tomorrow. I'd love to catch a big fish and maybe even do a catch and cook tomorrow. So we'll see. Y'all have heard, a few of you heard me say that I'm going to be, have a line of seasoning and I'm going to be offering that. I'd love to use that. Hey, Gary. Oh, yeah, man. Gary, let's talk off of here because I could probably send a link via email if you have an email. Yeah, flip phone ain't going to do it. But I'll probably send you a link and you can probably watch it from your laptop or home computer if you got it. Matter of fact, I'm sure you can. So shoot me an email so it'll remind me, and then I'll hook up with you. We'll try to get that done. Let me show y'all a little video when I shot when I was coming in. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let me put that up there right quick. I'm coming in here at Stewart, St. Lucie River. Yeah, I finished it up about 20 days, mostly solo, 537 miles. Feels good. Feels good. It's the inlet right behind me. I'm going to try to go fishing tomorrow. But here's where we came in on the 2021 season, and we turned north and went that way. So I just come from the south and completed. So now I'll have a complete video series from Tampa all the way around the Keys, through Okeechobee, all the way to Chesapeake. God willing, I'm going to finish up the rest of it next year. And we'll have the complete Great Loop. It's been exciting. But up here is the Sand Sprit Park. You might remember this, for those who've been watching the videos. This is where we were having 30-mile-an-hour winds the day before. And we came to this park. I'll leave a link in the description. And we had to tie up to the dock because the winds were so bad. But yeah, we're making our way in. Real excited about it. All right. Let me put this other one back on. So that picture there, I said, sir, I said, we were right over there, meaning where I'm sitting right now. And if we were pulling anchor, I said, it's dangerous. And he said, all right. He said, I'm not going to come back. He said, but somebody else might. He said, I can't guarantee it. And I said, all right. And we didn't have anybody else the rest of the night. And the winds died by that morning. But they were still blowing probably 10, 15 when we turned and went up. The next stop was Fort Pierce. We was happy to get up there because we got on the mooring balls at Fort Pierce, which are big balls that are anchored in the ground. You can easily go up, pick them up, the rope, and hook them to your boat. Because once you do that, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, exactly, Jay Hen. You can watch it through a regular Chrome browser. So we'll have to figure out a way to get that to you. Jeffrey, what's happening? Thank you very much on the mini loop. Y'all can imagine next year when I complete the loop, we're gonna have a party then in Tampa. So I'll kind of start having an idea, and I'm gonna invite anybody to come on down across our way. Might even do it there at the might do a big tie up. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Bruce, thank you very much. 557 miles 20 days. A lot of great experience, man. When you do trips like this, you learn so much. I know a little bit, but you learn so much each trip. You learn about your boat. I've learned a lot about the boat. I got most things figured out about it. Now I'm thinking about all my little upgrades I want to do. But yeah, let me show you real quick what we did today. I need to come back and share it. So this is where we are right here. That's the barge that you're seeing in that picture. So that barge has been sitting there a while. Some video looking out while I'm doing this, looking at a different section. But yeah. So this is Stuart. I got to move this because it's got a little feedback. Change it every so often. Got the puppies out there. They love being out front. I'm going to put some carpet out there and make it nice for them so they can hop out there, enjoy it. So even thinking about building like a fiberglass, like a seat almost. I don't know. I'll think about it. So let's start back so you can kind of get an idea of where we were. So we started all the way down here at Peanut Island this morning. I was right here. Last night was tough. I dragged anchor twice, and I shared. I can't really share it because we're not moving, but it sounds like a police siren going off, and you jump up because there's boats around you. You don't want to ram into somebody in the middle of the night. And anyways, I put out some more chain the first time. It's because there was storms coming in. They were coming in and blowing us. And the major reason was this at low tide is exposed, so it breaks the wind and waves up, or the waves up. But it was underwater because it was high tide most of the night. Matter of fact, that boat is still there. So I was anchored right here. These are as well. You'll see these. These are cool little, what they do is they're like a little pontoon. They might have a little tiki hut on them or something like that. That one's there as well. But what they do is people from over here, they come out with like on their kayaks or what have you, paddle boards, as there was here, a bunch of young people. And you can get on these. And I guess somebody owns them because they're Florida registered. Probably the way they took it over, it looks like they knew somebody. But then they got a place to hang out, and they all waited too late for the storm. Being young people, they weren't paying attention. And by the time it hit, the heavy winds, probably 30, several of them jumped on the paddle boards and took off heading for the sprit. One guy, I was already having contingencies about pulling my anchor. This kid, he was probably early 20s, started swimming, having no clue. I don't know that right there is current ripping through there. Fortunately, one of the girls and I think her boyfriend, they got on their paddle board and called him right about here when I would suggest he was getting tired. That could have been dramatic. But anyways, turned and went under the bridge, actually walked the dogs over here. Another great park to bring your dogs. I'm going to do videos just about places to take dogs if anybody that's planning. Worked my way up through here. In the big waters, the boats can run wide open. So there was a few big boats. That was a challenge, but they can't in here. So I was happy to be back in there. And then when we got up here, made this curve. It was a little wider, but it wasn't too bad. They weren't on plane, the boats. And then it started getting real pretty. You'll notice in the videos, I stopped probably 3 or 4 times. 3 times, I think, at different public boat docks just to break up the trip, let the puppies walk. And I say that's the way to do it. I'm going to quit like running for 4 hours straight. It's so much nicer when you do that. You stop at public docks, let the puppies walk. You get off. You're not driving. It seems way less stressful. So Tommy from Happy Hours had mentioned about this lake. And when I get to this in my video, I'm going to point out his video where he stayed. He mentioned about anchoring here. But see, I knew about this spot that I'm in. And when I looked at the map, I said, no, Tommy, I'm going on up here to the sand sprit. But I did want to stop. And I blew right past it. Didn't even realize I never seen the wood structure that he was talking about that he jumped off of. That's what I was going to do. I had time to do it. But anyways, I thought it was this lake. When I say lakes, they call them lakes. From what I understand, these were freshwater lakes before they opened the inlets back in the day. But I'd have to do some more research. But I was in here and I thought, well, where is it? And I'm looking because I have my map zoomed in so I can stay in the channel. And then I zoomed out a little bit like this. And I'm like, Lord have mercy, I'm already there. So when I got right here, that's the video you just watched. It'll be in the upcoming series of videos, because when I was doing the 2021 loop, we came from Lake Okeechobee through the St. Lucie River around, and then we turned north and went north. Well, I was coming up, and this is where I, crossed my wake, as you would say. I crossed a wake that I made before, and I turned, and that's where I shot that video. And then I came on in here to the Sand Sprit Park. This is where I'm going to get picked up on Saturday. I'm anchored up right here. But a little bit, as soon as I'm finished with this, I'm going to have a celebration pizza. And how I found this place is I was searching pizzas, and I was going to have one delivered up here to the park. And there was some clam house or something. I think it's right here somewhere. I got it on my phone. But they said they had the best pizza, 3 or 4 people. So I said, you know what? I called them. I said, y'all got docks? I think it's right here. She said, yep. I said, all right, that's where I'm going. So I did look to see, too. Here's a park, another park, boat ramp, because there's a Winn-Dixie like right here if I needed to go to the Winn-Dixie. I think it's right here. Here's a pizza place I was looking at, too. Salerno's Pizza. Not sure about it. But tomorrow I'll go out. It looks like it's going to be 5 to 10s and go out and work this reef right here. Y'all see this reef? It's pretty productive for trolling. I'm going to come out here and just troll back and forth on this reef. Y'all pray for me to put a big old kingfish or something on the boat. That's what I caught last time, about a 48-inch kingfish. I got pictures of him. I'll show it in this video when I make that video. But yeah, and then Saturday, my daughter's coming with my truck and trailer. We'll put the boat on the trailer right here. And then we will head back to Polk County, which is over here. Polk County. I'm out here in Lake Wells, actually. Right in here. So yeah, that's what the plan is. I'm happy to be done. It's kind of funny when you get near a goal, you start getting excited about getting it done. And I'm sure as soon as I get back to the house, I'll be like, dang, I wish I was back on the water. But anyways, that's what we did today. And I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm kind of tired dragging the anchor. I did take a little power nap, but I want to get on down here, get a little pizza, and then I told the Mug Club, which, guys, let me just share with you this. I'm doing a special on the Mug Club because I got some t-shirts today and tomorrow only. If you join the Mug Club, you'll get a free t-shirt, anything on the website except for a long sleeve shirt. You'll get a floating Good Times keychain and a koozie. You're not going to beat this deal. Today and tomorrow only. I'm going to put a link in the description. I'll do it right quick to the store. It'll take you right to the Mug Club page, but there's other stuff in the store, obviously. And I know some of my other Mug Clubbers are saying, what? Why didn't y'all give me that deal? So I'm going to put in the comments a link to that right now. Join the Mug Club. You'll get first access to stuff. Well, not videos anymore. We were doing that, but it was killing my rating. But you'll get pretty much one-on-one. There's about a few people in there, and we talk just like I'm talking to you. They're on the screen. They're able to answer questions, and I'm going to continue to improve. I asked my Mug Clubbers, what can I do to improve to make it a better deal? You also get Live 360, where you can follow. You can actually see where I'm at 24/7 when I'm on the boat. So join the Mug Club. I appreciate that. You support the channel. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. I don't see too many questions. And I'm going to say to you, I can truly say, let me get this off of there. See that curb up there? There's a curb that goes around the corner. And I've been to the place. There's a little place right there, Pirates Cove Marina. I've been there before for dinner, and we're going to go for lunch tomorrow. But that place right there, I don't know what's around that corner from that. And I don't know what it is, but I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a good time.